Hello miners, Rusty coming at you, and I'm going to be looking at a Barlow Bonanza today. And in today's video, we're going to compare these Barlows. All of them are made from Rough Ryder except for one queen. They are shown here in the order of the prices I paid. I want to say ranging from $13.75 to the 12, 11s, 10s, 9s, and even $7.60. Now I'm going to order them in what I think were the best build quality. All right, hang with me. Okay, now I'm trying to get them all on screen for you. And kind of as you'd expect, these go in the order of price all the way to the bottom. This would be the lowest build quality, in my opinion. Next up and next up, although these two are just very, very close. Then we go to this one, which is a step above these three, of course, and just not quite. These two I would call tied for first in terms of how they're built, how the action is, and how the gaps and so on for the springs. So we'll take a look at each one. This is a Rough Ryder Tiger Stripe. One thing I think on this Tiger Stripe is it's a beautiful, beautiful reddish bone here with this dark. So I really enjoy that. I'm thinking about dyeing this with some yellow and seeing if I can get a nice cinnamon type orange. You can see some gaps. So even what we're talking about at $7, $8, yeah, go for it. Go for it. These things, you can pack this in your pocket. You can carry it. This one's going to have a half stop. Videos out on all of these. Now I do really enjoy amber bone. Amber bone is one of the most common knife colors you're going to find in the Rough Ryder lineup. This one does have a different style bolster, and it has a clip blade that's on the show side, kind of the easy access that makes a pen blade accessible from the back side. And that's going to be different than these two. Well, these three all have the clip blade. No half stops on this. Okay, decent walk and talk, a little bit softer. Okay, and this one has that like a 3/4 stop. I don't think that's by design. And nothing fancy on the blade. A lot of these others will have some sort of swedge. Here's your white bone, and if you're a fan of white bone, then it would be easy to like this one. Basic knife in terms, in my opinion, no half stop. This one and the amber are basically the same knife with different bones. And look at that, that's not built bad at all. And it's, guys, the fit and finish is just fine, just fine. I mean, I do have case knives that don't equal this. So we'll put that back. Oh, okay, the brown stag. I did not realize how many patterns Rough Ryder did in brown stag. And my brown stag is not exactly as brown as some of the others. Marbles does a stag. Rough Ryder does a stag. They have the same cut, and when you get that cut, the shield. So when I say cut, all the bone has the same grooves in it. And then when they dyed, I've had ones that are brown, and I've had ones that are light brown. I've never had this honey color. And I like the chocolate brown better, but this one is different than anything else I've seen. Having said that, just slightly, I think. Yeah, I think this is I like this knife better than those, even the amber and the natural white. Nothing fancy on the springs. We do have a fancy shield, fancy bone. Don't care for the bolsters as much. Now, the final two. When we get down to the Rough Ryder Carbon Classic 2, this one is gorgeous. It feels a little heavier. All these are probably 3 ounces or less. And just the, very good half stops, very nice lockup, T10, mirror polished. We have the swedge, we have the kind of a nail pull. Okay, very easy pull, very nice walk and talk, nice snap. Micarta is not your high level micarta. Got a diamond shield, but this one is one of the tighter ones I do have. And wow, it's built very nicely. Hopefully we can see that. If you want a knife for work, you're going to take a Barlow and you're going to use it. That Carbon Classic 2 is my recommendation. If you want something to wow people that's also built well and you can use, these queens, no matter what you get in this saw cut, they are great knives. We got a brushed bolster, like a machine brushed, dual liners. This one does have a little bit of how these pins drown proud, but what I talked about in the fit and finish is just how everything here matches up. No stepping. My shield, the cuts, just the way she's built, the way the bone is cut, the die job. Take a peek, if we can, at the blade centering. Maybe it's slightly off. This one, remember, has the clip point on the show side. It's your primary blade. And just really nice action. Not too hard to pull and not too weak of a lockup. Great blade finish. My favorite blade finish when you compare to my next favorite. I mean, not my next favorite, but okay. Mirror polish is okay, and it's probably appropriate on a carbon steel. It's going to help keep it from rusting. But think about this. This is going to really not show blade scratches. So they both have that nice swedge. So why don't we open them up, give you an overview. Okay guys, here we are taking a look at all of them, and we'll take a closer peek. And maybe you guys can find a favorite. Either way, for the money, I'm really impressed, and they are very pocketable. With that in mind, I do have one last thing. If you want to stick around, we'll be right back.